Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Michaela. I'm a brand new first-time mom to an almost 6-month-old little boy. And I wanted to make this video today because I remember that one of my favorite videos, or like most necessary videos I needed to watch when I was pregnant, was baby name videos. Whether it was baby names that I like but won't be using, or just, unique baby names. There's a lot out there. I don't know about y'all, but naming a baby is hard. It's the one name they have for their entire lives, unless they change it at some point. But it was definitely like a scary, really hard decision. We definitely changed our mind multiple times. That definitely will happen to you, I promise. But I like the idea of this video because I am not currently pregnant. I've already had my son. And so I can tell you the baby names that I was thinking about using, and then what I actually ended up choosing and how we chose that name. So I think that'll be a little bit different and fun. I would like to go ahead and preface this video with the fact that you're probably like, oh my god, she's a new mom of a 6-month-old and her nails are crazy and sharp. I just wanted to let you guys know that these are press-ons. I put them on 5 minutes before I started filming this video because trust me, y'all don't want to see what's actually going on underneath here, and I probably didn't do a very good job, so if one of them just pops off during this video, just ignore it. Oh. Hello. We have a visitor. Sir Sketty. Say hello. So, I have a list of names on my phone that were like the serious contenders, and then there's also this really amazing app, and I don't know if I've ever heard of anyone talk about it in any baby videos. I have never seen anyone talk about it. It's called Baby Name, and you can download it to your phone. The whole premise of it is you and your partner, your husband, your wife, your baby daddy, baby mama, whatever, you both download it. It's just called Baby Name. You both download it and then you're connected, and then it's kind of like Tinder for baby names. So you'll both swipe left or right on baby names, whether you like them or you don't. And whenever you both like a baby name, it will match you and it'll show you that you both liked that name. But the cool thing is it also saves the names that you individually liked. So you could go back to your partner and be like, hey, so I didn't like this name, or maybe you haven't seen it yet. What about this name? And then you can kind of like finesse or whatever. So it does a variety of names, different parts of the world, and different types of spelling for the same kinds of names. So it was a really fun, useful app. You may not find what you're looking for there, but it's definitely a fun thing to do just while you're pregnant and waiting to give birth. So let's go ahead and just jump right into the baby names. One more thing. Before I knew whether I was having a girl or a boy, my best friend of 12 years actually passed away due to cancer. So his name was Blake. And so I knew in one way or another I wanted to involve his name in my child's name. And if it was a girl, I was just gonna name her Blake because I loved the idea of that. I love like Blake Lively. I love that it's so different. Not a lot of girls are named Blake, and I just thought it was beautiful. And I knew that if I was gonna have a boy, then his middle name would be Blake. I found out I was having a boy, and I feel like it made it all the more hard because I, already had a middle name. So now not only do you have to find a name, but you have to find a name that works well with a middle name. So that's, one more obstacle that I had to deal with. To start off, the first name that I liked, and in the beginning, I thought it was going to be the one, was Kai. I thought this name was beautiful. It reminded me of Hawaii and Kauai, which is the most beautiful place I've ever been. And I thought it was fitting to, a child, which is the most beautiful thing I would ever have in my life. And I don't know, something about it, it just started to not feel right. I don't know if, this sounds messed up, but my mom really liked the name, and I don't know if that kind of turned me off to it. The whole your family starts liking something and you're like, I still think it's a beautiful name. It just wasn't the name for my baby. The second name that I really liked was Calvin. I really liked it because of The Watchmen. I loved Calvin. I loved it being his name being Cal, and I don't know, just something about the way Calvin looks to me is really pretty. So this next name was funny because it ties into my family and I really loved it, but it's also the name of a very famous artist if you consider the fact that the middle name was going to be Blake. My father's name was James, so I thought about naming him James Blake, and I was like, I don't know if that hits a little too close to, you know, the fact that there is a very popular artist named James Blake. I loved it, but I just felt like there was something better. My brother's middle name is James. I didn't know if it was too redundant or what, but it just didn't stick. So this one might be a little different. Was the name Silo? I don't know why. I was going down rabbit holes with names, you know, like just anything that was unique, and Silo stuck out to me. Silo Blake. Like I said, it's kind of just one that was up in my mind, but ended up not being the one, obviously. But I thought that was interesting. Silo. Okay, so here is another name that actually got taken pretty serious. So Kai was like our beginning, okay, that's gonna be the name. And then this one's like our middle, okay, that's gonna be the name. That name was Lucien or Luciano. This was a name that we really liked. We really were like, okay, this is gonna be the name. We sat on it for a while, and half of my family is Sicilian, so I got these like Sicilian Italian vibe from Luciano. Originally it kind of came from like thinking about Lucius from Harry Potter. Eventually circled around, got Lucien or Luciano. And the reactions that we got from our family were terrible. No one liked it. Everyone thought I was dumb. So quick tip, if you really like a name, don't tell your family members. Just keep it a secret. It's fun. I didn't tell my mom the name of my son until about 1 week before I gave birth. I don't know if she was kind of forced to love it at that point. No, I'm just kidding. She loved his name. Yeah. You know how it is, like you say names to family members and everyone has an opinion, so you kind of just need to like, you know, figure it out for yourself and keep it a secret. It's fun to be like, here's my baby, here's their name. Then the last name on like the serious contenders was something that I liked more so and his father didn't like, and that was Neo. And it's just because I thought it was so unique and so different. I don't know anyone named Neo. I just thought it was different and kind of cool. I thought it was just kind of a cute little name, but it just ended up not being the one. Now I'm gonna go to the baby name app and I'm going to say what names we matched on, and then the names that I just personally liked, just to give some more ideas. The names that we matched on were Ari, Kai, Sven, Lucio, Luciano, Lucien, Elias, Calvin, and Milo. So for the names that I liked the name Leon, Jamie, Gus, only because, please don't laugh, little peep. Leo, Dallas, because of Dallas Green from City and Color. Everly, which they said was a boy's name, which I thought was interesting, but I thought that was kind of pretty. Jonas, Jude, Beckham, Joaquin, River, Corbin, Brooks. I always loved the name Brooks. There was one guy in my school whose name was Brooks, and I don't know why that name has just stuck with me for so long. I just think it's such a pretty name for a boy. Gabriel, Tobias. I've always loved the name Tobias. I don't know why. It's not because of the Divergent series or whatever either. Like, I've just always loved that name. I'm surprised I said this was a boy's name. Rory, like from Gilmore Girls. Vincent. I've always loved the name Vincent, like Saint Vincent. Hopefully, maybe one day I'll be able to incorporate it in one of my children's names. But yeah, I've always loved the name Vincent. Casey, which they said was a gender neutral name. Lyric, Wiley, Heath. And I also really liked the name Seven. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like lucky number 7 or something. When I heard the name Seven, it just sounded pretty to me, like very unique. Like you haven't met someone named Seven. I don't know what it is about, I don't know. I just really liked it. The name of my son was actually in this list, surprisingly. My son, we ended up naming him Mikkel Blake. The way I got his name, actually, I was thinking about it for a while, but I don't know why I didn't immediately fall in love with it until I really did just suddenly fall in love with it. And it's spelled Mikkel, and I know it can be spelled like Mikhail. That's like the Russian, like Mikhail. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher it. Baryshnikov. Anyway, so there's multiple ways to spell the name. There's different ways to spell in different countries. But personally, I have never met anyone named Mikkel, and where I specifically got it from was a German TV show on Netflix. It's probably my favorite TV show of all time, only because Game of Thrones really did us like that in the end. The Netflix German show Dark, it's probably my favorite show ever. It's amazing. It's just so smart. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go watch it. One of the main characters in the show, his name is Mikkel. I don't know why it didn't click with me. I was watching it when I was pregnant. I think the last season came out when I was pregnant. Yeah. One day I just thought about it and I was like, Mikkel Blake. And suddenly it was just like, yeah, that's the name. That's it. My name being Michaela, my mom's name is Micah, and my grandfather's name is Michael, and now we have Mikkel, and it just seemed perfect. I get these really weird, like bizarre attachments to TV shows that I love, and that show like just made me feel ways that I've never felt before. So yeah, that's how we came up with his name. It was kind of like, you know, a combination of it being so different and just beautiful. It just made sense because it was a unique, beautiful, different name that I've never met anyone with, and it just, like my name, my mother's name, it had like this connection. So I ended up spelling it Mikkel. I know it can get kind of confusing. I kind of feel bad for him because even at the doctors and different places, everyone's like, is it Michael? No. I wasn't just being a pretentious asshole naming my kid Michael and just spelling it really weird. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love these videos, like I said, and I hope maybe you got some new names out of this that you maybe could possibly use or find interesting. I'd love to hear names that y'all love. If you want to leave those down in the comments, and if you would like to like and subscribe, that would be great. I'll see you guys next time.